whatever we do, whether it's drinking, whatever, we just got to do it responsibly.
I'm glad Chico Tillman turned his life around. A former criminal, a gang member. Now Dr. Chico Tillman is called the credible messenger.
Street intervention is the credible message that go into the community, work with individuals at the highest risk, and get them a pathway to success.
Sharing his story of redemption, trying to convince other criminals to not seek vengeance when they are shot.
He has an impact on the streets, but then he has an impact on academia as well.
He's a program director at the University of Chicago Crime Lab. And boy, is Chico cashed in on crime, and he likes it. Just listen to The Good Doctor last month in Atlantic City.
Or I gotta quantify what I do, because the more I'm doing, the more money I can ask for.
We don't know what Chico charges now, but back in 2023, Tillman was already being paid a lot more than most folks made, $295 an hour. Tillman and his company were hired during the COVID pandemic, when the federal government pumped $1 billion into Harris County. We could have used a lot of that money to raise deputy salaries then. But instead, Harris County paid Tillman, first under a $48,000 contract. But the money, it kept coming. $250,000 eventually went to Tillman and his small Illinois company here in the suburbs of Chicago. The company is inside Tillman's house in Linwood, Illinois. The work began in November 2020, building a program Harris County called RISE, Relentless Interrupters Serving Everyone. Soon, Tillman was analyzing Harris County crime data to tell the county stats about bad crime areas. $6,500 kind of sounds like work the county constables and sheriff could have already done. The biggest invoice was $30,000. For just one night. That's how much Harris County paid Dr. Tillman to premiere a video about himself at the Houston Crime Violence Prevention Conference at NRG. It is a video that Tillman now sells online. And then Chico took part in a panel discussion. Wait a minute. We paid this guy to preview a video from his company? That's dumb. $30,000 for a few hours work. Not bad. But you notice we haven't in the last couple of years heard a lot about the success of this crime prevention program. But we did talk to Chico on the phone. He said it was effective to deal with citizens at the highest risk of committing violence. In November of 23, Precinct 1 Commissioner Rodney Ellis had called a press conference.
For some, this is just one stop in the cycle of violence. We're trying to stop that cycle in its tracks.
The idea was to reach shooting victims when they were at the hospital, give them an alternative to payback. Look at the press release from Ellis at the time. He claimed those intervention programs had prevented 26 shootings already. 2.5 years later, when we talked to Chico, he said he didn't have any first-hand knowledge of prevented shootings in Harris County, but he describes what he thought Ellis may have been talking about. Quoting, "If you mediate a conflict between two individuals who have a history of resolving things violently, that's a mediation that prevented a shooting." So we call the Harris County Health Department because we want to, and you want to, find out about all the people we supposedly saved. The health department will not give us the facts about the people we supposedly have saved, even though we're paying for it. We were told to file a formal request for records, so we did, and we got a response from the county attorney Christian Menefee, claiming we were asking for confidential health records. But we weren't asking for records about the people shot, just information about who they saved. They wouldn't be hospital victims because they were saved. Chico told us Harris County should be able to provide these records with documentation, but they haven't. According to Rodney Ellis, we spent $45 million treating 700 gunshot victims at Bentop Hospital alone just in 2021. Taxpayers pay 84% of the cost of treating shooting victims. So do the math. That means the county paid an average of $54,000 for every single gunshot victim. Even if we believe what the county says about all these people we're saving, that saved the county only $1.4 million. And the RISE program was budgeted at $4.3 million using federal funds. When that money runs out this year, will Harris County continue to spend money they don't want to justify?
Public health approaches require that we look at the root causes of violence.
When the RISE program started, the head of the Harris Health Department was Barbie Robinson. We didn't know then that Robinson was trying to help her buddies get county contracts. Robinson's corruption indictments were eventually dismissed, and the DA, instead of telling us what they found in the first place, is now fighting our attempts to see what they knew, and you are paying Barbie's legal fees.
I guess these must be some other falsely accused person in the public health department.
We'll need to vote on that.
Okay.
But Harris County commissioners are shoveling out $200,000 just for her.
My heart goes out to the employees that were made to go through this.
We know that she hid other income she did not disclose on sworn county disclosure forms. Her relationship to two companies awarded county contracts is suspect at best. We do have the training summary for this Crime Prevention 101. On page 12, they talk about kids with an incarcerated father, kids who are involved in gang activity, suggesting they could instead be reconnected to his passion for basketball or music. Chico says that's just real life talk when you're trying to reach violent folks on the street. But has Harris County paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to Tillman for that kind of special insight?
The more money I can ask for.
I wouldn't spend another dime on these social crime prevention programs until we get factual data on the crime we prevented and have given our deputies the pay raise they deserve.
Let's expose it, and the best disinfectant is sunlight to all the county commissioners.